So opposite of continuous is discontinuous. So you're looking for a point of discontinuity, or basically a hole where the graph could break apart as a whole, or just the graph breaks apart because of an asymptote. So same deal, I'm going to use my trace feature, and what you're going to see happen. So as I'm tracing this green dot and I'm moving it along, and it's giving me point values, I'm going to get to this green line over here. I'm tracing, and then all of a sudden, all of my numbers disappear. That's because my graph just broke apart. But then when I keep going, so at that location, that vertical asymptote at x equals 0, my graph broke apart. That's why I can't trace it. So I haven't let go. So basically, it means if you can not trace your graph without picking up your finger, so if you have to pick up your finger to get to the next point, that means your graph is discontinuous. So the second example, I'm going to trace. I'm tracing. My graph just broke apart. And then I literally have to pick up my mouse so that I can start tracing all over again. Okay, so that's what it means. My graph broke apart at that little location. All right, third example for you all. This one's got a bunch of asymptotes, so same deal as I try to trace and follow my graph along. My graph disappears. And then as I keep going, then it jumps back on the screen. This appears to look like this looks like a tangent function. And then once again, when I'm over here, somewhere around 5-ish, my graph broke apart. And then my dots pick back up. So there's discontinuous or points of discontinuity. You can have multiple. And then here is another one. It's not as obvious, but as I'm tracing, when I get to this little location right there, it's a very brief moment. It says -1 and then it says undefined. That's a hole at that location. So I try to put my little green dot over there, and my green dot literally just disappears because it was discontinuous in that one tiny little spot. So that's what it means to be discontinuous or have discontinuity.